welcomes all. Thanks for stopping by, answering the call. Ups and downs are normal for some of us. Many days I beg to get off this life bus. Neon lights flicker, my shadow on the wall. Dreams on the ceiling, we run and then we fall. Sharing stories over paper cups. Wheels keep turning but never enough. Life's a ride on a rickety old track, holding on tight, never looking back. In the rubber Ramada room we confide, laugh, cry, love in this crazy ride. Dusty postcards from the edge of nowhere, heartbeats echoing the electric air. We dance on tables, we laugh till we cry. In the rubber Ramada room we're all high.
Okay, guys. Okay, we are jumping right back in. I am refreshed. I am restarted. My internet is rebooted. I think we're going to make it. I think we're going to make it. And 80s already just walked through and showed some legs. He says, take 4 and action. Action. All right. We're going to add this to stage and we are going to start rolling because y'all know I'm losing my mind with this thing. I need to know what's happening. Well, we will wait just a couple minutes for anybody else who wants to pop in. Let me pull it up on my phone so I can double check my stream is not acting stupid with me. Let's see. Can't see without your glasses, Sheila. All right. Looks like it's okay. So I'm going to hit play and we're going to get rolling.
Specifically Jacksonville games?
I have not.
You're not even quite really sure what a publication is as it relates to...
I'm not sure about any initiation into those gangs, no ma'am.
That's not something that you've learned in your experience?
No ma'am.
I'm actually going to rewind a little bit further because we were jittery and I feel like I missed some.
You wouldn't be able to... You have not learned in your experience or your training about any sort of initiation that these gangs in Jacksonville may have?
Once again, it would depend on the gangs you're speaking about.
I'm speaking specifically about the gangs related to this case. So I'll list them: ATK, 1200, 6 Block, those gangs.
I'm not sure about any initiation into those gangs, no ma'am.
That's not something that you've learned in your experience?
No ma'am.
That's not something that you could testify to the jury about?
Correct.
You've never written any sort of publication on gangs in general or specifically Jacksonville gangs?
I have not.
You're not even quite really sure what a publication is as it relates to your expertise. Is that accurate?
Like, yeah, what would you mean by publication? Like a book?
A book or some sort of article where you've done research and gathered information to teach other people about?
I would say that our field investigative reports and documenting gangs and gang members would be a publication as to I've written about gangs.
Well, I'm not asking what you write about in your investigations. I'm asking.
She's still at, I just restarted it and I rewound it a few minutes. So any of that flickering and stuff that was going on, you know, we can, I'm going to rewatch. Seems like everything's running a little bit better for me. So I don't have the little, thingy up here. So yeah, I think we're going to do better. And I don't know why all of a sudden it just said I went live and I've only been live for 12 seconds. So I'm hoping everything's looking fine, working fine. I think it is. So she really hasn't started talking. We just kind of rewound and we're starting again.
Asking about scholarly things that have been published and peer-reviewed from other experts.
No, ma'am. I've never written a book or a news article or anything.
Okay. You've never read any publications on gangs either?
Just stuff to do on my daily duties.
You've never, you said, written any books. You've never read any books on gangs either, have you?
I have not.
Okay. All right. Your Honor, I don't have any other questions at this time. I don't know if you want me to make arguments or...
May I finish until I
Okay.
Detective, when you attend the trainings or conferences on gangs, when you're receiving those presentations, are they related to the bigger gangs that are commonly known across the country, the Bloods, the Crips, that type of thing?
Yes, ma'am, generally.
Are these programs nationally recognized and presented at agencies across the nation?
Yes, ma'am.
As it relates to your specific publication or publicizing of the information that you collect in your day-to-day duties, do you or any members of your unit make it a regular practice to publicize or publish articles based on the tactics that you use to make arrests and develop cases of criminal gang members?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Would that be harmful to your case or investigation to do so?
Yes.
As it relates to your attending these conferences, are those mechanisms of continuing legal education for techniques in tracking gangs?
Yes.
As it relates to those same conferences, do you obtain information as it relates to new technologies, new tactics?
Pardon me?
I'm objecting to the meeting.
Overall, go ahead.
Do you obtain information as it relates to new technology or new tactics that are being seen across the nation with other agencies?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you attending those conferences for the purpose of learning information about the gangs in Jacksonville specifically?
No, ma'am. We attend those conferences to try to become better detectives in the investigations that we conduct in Jacksonville.
As it relates to the gangs in the Jacksonville area, do you and essentially the active members of that gang believe that you have the most knowledge about the ATK gang?
Yes, ma'am.
As it relates to the other members of your unit, do you work with them or alongside of them when you're investigating ATK-related crimes?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the point of contact if an ATK gang member or associate is believed to have been involved in any crime in Jacksonville?
Yes, ma'am.
Would that be the same for all other detectives in their assigned gangs?
Yes, it would.
As it relates to the other assigned gangs, specifically related to this case of 1200, ATK, and 6 Block as a total, are you all required to still be familiar with the other gangs despite your assignment to one specific group?
Yes, ma'am. We have to have general knowledge of all of the gangs in Jacksonville. Just when if something was to happen and I was the one that was up and available, that I would have to respond and have the general knowledge to give the intelligence to other investigating detectives about what occurred.
And when you say if you were the one that was up, are you actively on call as a member of the gang unit?
Yes, ma'am, all the time.
Do each of the detectives in that unit hold the same responsibility?
Yes, ma'am.
If called to a scene, are they required to understand the neighborhood, the parties involved, etc.?
Yes, ma'am.
If there are facts that need developed as it relates to ATK, 1200, or 6 Block, are the members of your gang unit called to respond?
Yes, ma'am.
And how much of your workday, day to day, is dedicated to working gang cases?
All day. That's we only deal with the gangs.
And you develop that knowledge, you indicated before, by doing what on a day-to-day basis?
Just investigating them through social media, through music videos, and other means.
By other means, without telling me what is said, do you also interview the members of those groups?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you interview the family members of those groups?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there another individual that you can think of that has more particularized knowledge about the Jacksonville gangs than yourself and your associates as it relates to the gangs?
Sustain the objection.
Do you commit your job day to day to working up not only the information about the gangs in Jacksonville as a whole, but ATK?
Yes.
Your Honor, at this time I would tender the witness.
Okay, well, the witness has already been tendered, so the question that was left on the table was, what does ATK stand for? There was an objection, and I'm going to overrule the objection at this point.
I'm sorry, you said the witness has been tendered as an expert?
We don't tender as experts anymore. We just allow questions to go forward or not. And so after the voir dire regarding this witness's qualifications, I'm going to allow the question to be asked and answered. Okay? All right.
During your course of your time as a gang detective, did you develop information as it relates to what ATK stands for?
Yes, ma'am.
And have you had an opportunity to develop the potential members of that group in your time working up the ATK gang?
Yes.
As it relates to the term ATK, what does that stand for, if anything?
Based on my training experience, it stands for ACE's Top Killers.
And ACE's Top Killers, is there a meaning behind that? What does that mean, or what does that relate to?
The name ACE would be the the face or the head of ATK. His rapper name is Young and Ace.
Why does he then become the head of that group?
Based on my experience, he's the most influential. He's got the most views as far as his music.
Are you familiar with the drill rap scene as it relates to each of these groups?
Yes, ma'am.
Speaking to you today specifically about ATK, 1200, and 6 Block, are all involved in the drill rap scene.
Yes, ma'am.
Is the scene something that you follow closely day to day?
Yes, ma'am.
Where are the music videos that are created by these groups posted?
They're posted on their social media accounts and YouTube.
What social media accounts are included in the accounts that are posted to?
Like you saying, like the name, like Instagram. They go on Instagram, and sometimes they go on X, which was formerly known as Twitter.
As it relates to ATK specifically, Ace's Top Killers with a face of Ace, is he the most influential or most followed person from that group?
Yes.
How is it that you're able to determine that he then becomes the most prominent member? What are you observing to make that determination?
It seems that based on the investigation was that everybody seems to follow him where he's at. There's usually a bunch of people. He has the most
Objection, not
followers.
speculation. Overruled, go ahead.
He has the most followers on social media on his accounts, and he gets the most views on his videos on YouTube.
Now, multiple members from these groups post or have music careers, right?
Yes, ma'am.
How is it that you are able to determine a view count or a popularity count when you're looking at these YouTube videos or videos posted to YouTube?
On YouTube, when you watch the video, it'll tell you how many people have viewed it below the video.
And are those videos something open to the public and viewable to the public?
Yes, ma'am.
How about the social media profiles of the members of ATK?
Most of them are public. There are some of them who have private profiles, but for this right now, Ace's profile is public.
As it relates to 6 Block, do you do the same thing? Despite not being directly assigned to that group, are you following that group closely?
I do follow them, but not as close as other members of our unit.
Specifically, do you know who the members of 6 Block are?
Not all of them, but I could name off a few of them.
By a few, what's that number?
Maybe like 3 to 5.
Okay. And have you had an opportunity to meet with and discuss the developments that the person that is assigned to the 6 Block group would have had in his investigations?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the name of that individual that's assigned to 6 Block?
His name is Detective McCullough.
As it relates to 1200 and that group, who is assigned to 1200?
Detective Griffin.
Day to day when there are developments, so say that a crime is reported, do you all work independently or together in order to ascertain what the issues are currently between the groups?
We would work together.
In ultimately identifying the members of ATK as it relates to this case as, or the relevant members of this case, were you consulted by Detective Nieder in his creation of a chart?
Yes, myself, Detective Drabeck and I, and McCullough and Griffin all pitched in to make the chart.
Is it common that you all work together to
Okay, Cindy, you weren't gone long, but Ace's Top Killer is what ATK stands for. Ace's Top Killers. And the face of it is Young and Ace, and that's why it's called Ace's Top Killer. And he's the most followed on social media as far as YouTube and Instagram.
develop cases, develop what's going on between the gangs with each other, etc.?
Yes, ma'am. They intermingle a lot.
As it relates to what we've talked about as being ATK and 1200, what is the difference between those two groups?
One of them, ATK, is they're two separate gangs, but they associate with each other through music and just like having a common enemy.
Who is the common enemy of ATK and 1200?
It would be the groups on the north side. The prominent one over there would be 6 Block.
And when you're talking about these groups, you're talking about them in areas. So you've told me out east and north side. Is that typically where their association or affiliation with these groups come from? It's a location.
Okay, welcome back. Let me give you the rundown, Vibe. Real quick, rundown. So ATK stands for Ace's Top Killers, and that's because Ace who he's called Young and Ace rapper, is the face of the group, and he's the most influential of the rappers in the ATK group. He is the most followed on Instagram and YouTube, and yeah, that's where we're at. So that's just, so now he's talking about the that the ATK and 1200, they're associated through the music, and that they are both against 6 Block.
Generally, yes, ma'am, but you don't have to be from those parts of town to be a part of the gang.
You said that ATK and 1200 associate with each other. Have you personally, in your training, in your day-to-day work with these gangs, seen 1200 and ATK members on music videos together?
Yes, ma'am.
In social media posts together?
Yes, ma'am.
How about, you said both of those have a common enemy, which is 6 Block?
Yes, ma'am.
When it relates to 6 Block, are there individuals a part of 6 Block that claim other groups?
Yes, ma'am.
What does that mean, to be in 6 Block but be associated to something else?
6 Block has subsets, which is they're documented as gangs, but they kind of like associate with each other. The subset would be like We All We Got. They call it WAWG, and then Bully Gang.
So those are other groups that are associated to 6 Block.
Yes, ma'am.
Would those members from We All We Got or 6 Block associate with each other? Would they be present in music videos together?
Yes.
Would they be on social media and pictures together?
Yes.
So despite being in separate groups or subsets, they are together at least enough to form a common enemy.
Yes.
And the enemy of 6 Block, at least as it relates to this investigation, was whom?
It would be like 1200 and ATK.
When you were working as a member of the Jacksonville gang unit, were you notified about the potential for Charles Jones coming to Tampa for some kind of performance?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you familiar with an individual by the name of Charles Jones?
Yes, ma'am.
And how are you familiar with him?
I've dealt with him several times in person. Doing my daily duties.
Have you had contact with him before?
I have.
Have you seen his music videos over the years?
I have.
When you were working in patrol, were you familiar with the beef that was going on between the two sides or between the two areas?
My knowledge of it is way more extensive now, but I had general knowledge of issues on the parts of towns. Yes, ma'am.
As you developed in the gang unit, did there become a prominent person or member in the 6 Block group?
Yes.
And who was that?
Charles Jones.
As we've discussed in the ATK, ACE's Top Killers group, is that the same level of prominence that we now have with 6 Block and Charles Jones?
Yes.
Does Mr. Jones also have that music career that we've discussed?
He does.
And is your position or your opinion based upon his position in 6 Block based on what you've already indicated was the same for Ace or
Yes.
Young and Ace?
Yes.
Is he the person in 6 Block with essentially the most views?
He is.
And when videos or music videos were released by ATK, if we start there and talk about Young and Ace, were those videos that you personally and members of your unit would watch?
Yes, we would.
What is your process in viewing the drill raps or music videos that are released by each of these sides?
My process is I listen to it, the whole thing through, and then after that, I will break down the video. You can collect a lot of good evidence towards the gang in them, as far as like hand signs and clothings and other stuff of that nature. And then once I get through all of that breaking down, and then I break down the lyrics.
Do you work with the other members of your gang unit in order to accomplish the review of these videos and discuss potential crimes surrounding them?
Yes, we do.
Is there any procedure in place where you also review crime reports to see if anything is related to what has been described in these drill raps?
Yeah, generally the drill raps, they come after the crime, so they'll talk about stuff that has already happened.
So at the time that you are watching these drill raps on YouTube, for example, do you, when you're viewing it, just based on your day-to-day training and experience, your duties day-to-day, relate this video is related to X incident?
Yes.
Have you personally, whether now in your time with the gang unit or earlier before that, responded to the incidents of violence between ATK and 1200 and 6 Block?
I have.
Now, you indicated that you worked to complete some charts with the other members of your unit with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
I am showing you now what has been marked as State's Exhibit 90A. Do you recognize the individual depicted in that photograph?
It's Charles Jones.
And I am showing you 84A through C. Please take a look and tell me if you recognize the items depicted there.
Yeah, these would be members and associates of each group, but it's not like it's not everybody. It's it's like a more of the prominent guys, a part of the groups, rather than everybody inside of the group.
As it relates to the image of Charles Jones, does this image fairly and accurately depict Julio Foolio, or the person you came to know as Julio Foolio?
Yes.
And as it relates to these charts, despite not being all-encompassing of all of the members of 6 Block, ATK, and 1200, do they fairly and accurately represent the members or associates of those groups?
Yes.
This asset will be shown these prior to approaching the witness with them.
At this time, Your Honor, the state seeks to admit states 90A and 84A through C.
Any objection?
No objection to the photo of Mr. Jones.
Okay. Just because it's my stream and I can do this. There was something that flashed. I don't know what it was. I think it's Halloween in my house. It has to be. Because look, watch. I'll make this big screen. Let me see. Hang on. Let me nope. Not big screen. Let me make this not big screen. Hold up. Here, I'm gonna pull me down so y'all can see. All of a sudden, something flashed and I look around. I was like, what in the hell just happened? All the lights in my house, just everything just flashed. So then I got paranoid and I'm worried about my internet.
We just renew our previous objection to the charge.
Okay, very good. Same ruling, so 84A through C will be admitted as well as 90.
I'm showing you on the screen, if you can look over your shoulder there, what I've previously shown as 90A. Is this the person that you know to be Charles Jones?
Yes, ma'am.
And were you alerted to an incident having occurred in Tampa in June of 2024 resulting in the death of Mr. Jones?
Yes, ma'am.
Prior to that incident, had you responded to calls for service related to Charles Jones or his potential injury?
I have.
Had you responded to calls for service related to the injury or homicide of members of the opposing gangs, ATK or 1200?
Yes, ma'am.
Speaking specifically about your viewing of the music videos in these particular cases, did you have an opportunity to view the music videos put out by Young and Ace in advance of your coming to the unit?
I'm sorry, can you ask that?
Before you came to the gang unit, were you aware of these drill raps in Jacksonville?
I was, just based off of my time in the community problem response unit.
Since you're having come to become a detective in the gang unit, have you studied the videos that have been released, the music videos or drill raps released by Young and Ace?
I have.
Have you studied the music videos or drill raps released by Charles Jones?
I have.
Let's speak specifically about the evidence that you previously mentioned as the charts that were created by your unit. If you could look over your shoulder, please. Here, I'm showing you what's been marked as State's Exhibit 84C. Do you recognize that chart?
Yes, ma'am.
Are some of the more prominent members of the ATK group depicted in this chart?
Yes.
As it relates to the members that you have discussed already, so Young and Ace, for example, can you show us where Young and Ace is in this chart?
He's on the first row, the top row, all the way to the left.
And in your time investigating ATK or studying the gang members associated with this group, did you come to learn the identities of the other people depicted here?
I have, yes.
Who is Quan or Trayvon Bullard?
Quan and Trayvon Bullard was a victim of a homicide in Jacksonville in 2018.
What about Royal Smith and Jacoby Grover?
Yes, ma'am. It was a triple homicide. They all were killed in the same incident.
Where did that homicide occur?
It occurred in Duval County at an area of town we call the Town Center.
And what relationship, if any, do they have to Young and Ace?
Young and Ace was the fourth victim in that case. He was shot as well. He did not die.
As it relates to the drill raps that you saw subsequent to that homicide and the shooting of Young and Ace, were there music videos put out by 6 Block which referenced that shooting?
There was.
Was there a nickname associated to Royale Smith in the middle photo there?
Yes, ma'am. His nickname was 23.
So just the number.
Yes, ma'am.
And as it relates to Gutta Zay or Isaiah Chance, did Isaiah Chance represent ATK?
He did. He is a member of ATK.
And did he have any associations or affiliations to other groups?
He had an association with 1200.
When we speak about your observations or your review of the social media profiles of each of these individuals, did you have an opportunity firsthand to review the social media posts by Isaiah Chance in his falling out with ATK?
I did, yes, ma'am.
Was there a group for which Isaiah Chance begun relating himself after his fallout with ATK?
Are you asking what the post was?
No, what was the group that he then wanted to associate himself with or did
I'm
post to
sorry.
associate himself
He then
with?
associated himself with 1200.
When talking specifically about Antonio Tilley depicted in this image, is Mr. Tilley alive or deceased?
Mr. Tilley is deceased.
And are you familiar with how that homicide came about?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you respond to that scene specifically yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
And was that homicide referred to in the drill raps?
Yes, it should be.
The homicide of Antonio Tilley, is Tilley mentioned in the drill raps between the groups? Excuse me.
He is. He's mentioned in them.
As it relates to the group 1200, did you have particularized knowledge about the group 1200 as well, just in your role as a gang unit detective?
I do.
And in showing you states 84B, does this chart at 84B also fairly and accurately depict the members of the 1200 group?
Yes.
As it relates specifically to the top line, can you see that okay from where you are?
Yes, ma'am.
The nicknames that are depicted below the legal names of these individuals, how is it that you all are able to ascertain these nicknames?
That's their music name.
Hearsay.
Go ahead.
That's their music name. Whenever they post stuff online, that's the name they use as like their artist or their stage name.
And so on the Instagram posts, for example, are they utilizing their nicknames or their legal names?
Nicknames.
What about as it relates to the YouTube videos? Do they use their music or street name or their legal names?
Nicknames.
So when viewing these videos, are you able to ascertain, despite not having the legal name of the person on these drill raps, are you able to ascertain who the parties are inside of them?
Yes.
Do you, when viewing these drill raps, recognize the individuals as you're watching them, even if they aren't labeled?
Yes.
Have you had an opportunity to review a music video as it relates to saying the words spaz or Corbin?
Yes.
And is that frequently used in the drill raps by 6 Block?
Yes.
Now, when a group says another group's member in their drill raps, is that intended to be a good thing or a nice thing to do?
If you're a part of one group and you say somebody else's name that's a part of the opposing group, it would be disrespectful.
And have you had an opportunity to view music videos from Waka with the Choppa and Spinna Benz?
Yes, ma'am.
Specifically as it relates to their music videos with members of ATK, have they been documented as having videos together?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you think of a video that would be reflective of members of ATK and members of 1200 together?
The most popular one would be Who I Smoke.
And by most popular, are you referring back to what you've already advised were the YouTube views?
Yes, ma'am.
Lastly, as it relates to 6 Block, can you confirm that it was determined in Stage 84A that Charles Jones was a member or active member of the gang 6 Block?
Yes, he was.
And his associates, as depicted here on this chart, were you able to determine or recognize the individuals depicted?
Yes.
Were there individuals included on your 6 Block summary as some of the bigger players with 6 Block that are also deceased?
Yes, there's some that are deceased on there.
In referring specifically to the second photograph next to Mr. Jones, Bibby, is that an individual who is deceased?
Yes, he is.
Is that an individual who is frequently referenced in the drill raps from ATK and 1200?
He is.
In the photo depicted just below Bibby, who is Therese Powell?
Therese Poe is another Jacksonville artist who goes by the name of K Shorty.
And is he a 6 Block member, affiliate? Tell me how it is that he's associated to 6 Block.
Therese Poe would be a part of We All We Got, WAWG.
At some point, was he directly associated to 6 Block?
Yes, WAWG is associated to 6 Block.
Is that what you've described earlier as one of the subsets?
Yes.
And would he be frequently depicted in videos or images to social media with other members of 6 Block as depicted here?
With some of the members, yes, but not all.
When we see in the photo that is on the second row and second one in, so Tiki Williams, is that someone who you're familiar with?
Yes.
Are you familiar with whether his name has been referenced by 1200 and ATK members in drill raps?
It has.
When you all are referencing these drill raps or the music videos themselves, are you just accessing them from the internet, plainly YouTube, watching the videos, etc.?
Yes, ma'am. Generally, they'll post like little snippets of it on their social media with the like name of the song or like a link to YouTube, and then you can go to YouTube and watch the whole video.
And you have had an opportunity to review or view 4 specific videos as relevant to this particular case. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Was there a video that was published by members of ATK and members of 1200 called Who I Smoke?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it fair to say that that is one of the more popular videos that has been put out by Jacksonville gang rappers?
Yes, it is.
And in your experience, have you had an opportunity to see the number of views that have been racked up to that video at this time?
Yes.
Approximately how many views, if you know, has that video received?
Last I believed it was around 50 million.
$50 million views? Oh my goodness. I don't even know what to say. Okay. Lola, stop.
And you've had an opportunity to review the Who I Smoke video in its entirety?
Yes, ma'am.
One time or many times?
Many times.
As it relates to the response video, was there one posted by members of 6 Block?
There was.
And who posted a video in response to that?
Charles Jones.
What was the title of the video that was posted by Charles Jones in response to the YouTube video made by ATK and 1200.
The name of the video is When I See You.
And ultimately, as it relates to the YouTube or music videos in this particular case, were there videos posted after the death of Charles Jones in 2024?
There was.
Did those music videos come from members of ATK and or 1200?
Yes, ma'am.
Specifically as it relates to a music video by the title of Game Over, who was the music artist that made that video?
Young and Ace.
And when, in relation to Charles Jones's murder, was that video published to YouTube?
I'm not sure the exact time, but a couple weeks. I don't know the exact date. It was a couple weeks after.
And was there an additional video posted by 1200 members?
There was, and once again, I don't know the exact date of that one either, but it was weeks, a month after.
What was the video titled from the 1200 members?
Foolio dead.
I'm sorry. What? Y'all, this is crazy.
The 1200 members.
Foolio dead.
All right, are you getting ready to play the videos?
Yes.
Okay, so I tell you what, it's 12:15, so it's probably a good time for us to go ahead and take our
All right, so they take a break. Y'all know we're gonna zoom.
extends the time. I mean, if they open the door, they open the door.
Sure, but at some point, the playing of...
Okay, I think they're fixing to have a discussion about playing that video. And if they play that video, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm not a monetized channel, but I'll probably have to remove it after the stream.
I just want to bring it to the court's attention that in between the break, I jumped on the elevator with the person that was the juror. Didn't know it.
Okay, thank you for alerting me. There was no conversation or anything, I'm assuming.
None whatsoever.
Okay, all right, thank you very much.
Okay, he got on the elevator and the juror was on there and they didn't speak. Okay.
All right. Defense counsel's present, defendant is present, state's present. You guys ready to continue? Is that a yes?
Yes, Your Honor, I
Okay,
apologize.
where's the detective? Yeah.
I think he's six.
Yeah, just go ahead and have him retake the witness stand.
The victim in this case, and so we just want to address that with the court.
Okay.
Some of them obviously refer to or extend the time frame as previously discussed and of course objected to by the defense. So the playing of 4 additional videos is...
The issue they want to address, Your Honor.
Judge, we were provided before the jump drive of 5 additional songs, one of which is already included in the state's presentation of evidence and on our exhibit list. But the others are several songs, looks like attributable to the victim in this case, and so we just want to address that with the court.
Okay.
Some of them obviously refer to or extend the time frame as previously discussed and of course objected to by the defense. So the playing of 4 additional videos is something that the state's going to be objecting to. It is...
Well, what's the basis of the objection other than it extends the time? I mean, if they open the door, they open the door.
Sure, but at some point, the playing of 4 in a row videos from our victim becomes cumulative evidence when we're playing one from each side in the state's presentation of evidence. At some point, playing all videos that the victim published that were bad opens the door for then the state to publish whatever extra videos that the ATK members or 1200 members also published that were bad. I don't know what the basis or honestly the relevance of...
I just looked down and seen my phone going jittery on my stream, and I look up and I see the little bar thingy up here saying my internet is not working properly. I'm about to have a meltdown. I'm going to have a meltdown. What is wrong with my internet? I cannot have this today. I have information I am trying to gather. Xfinity, get your shit together because I'm getting angry. You're disrupting my stream.
Publishing 4 more videos in addition to what we've already discussed and litigated this.
what's the relevance for additional videos of the Mr. Jones?
Well, your first, I guess, address the scope. There is no particular scope of these music videos that the state is entering. They're not limited to the 2023 incident. They're discussing murders that occurred well before.
No, I'm not as concerned about that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not as concerned.
You know, you might be right. It's too jittery, and I'm not going to do a stream like this. I'm going to pause it here. And yes, and Cindy is right. We are having bad weather. There's a storm that's moved into Texas. It's more in East Texas, more the Beaumont, but we have had winds pick up tremendously. Here, let me just do this. We've had winds pick up tremendously here. The wind is blowing really bad outside. I'm having to I'm worried about my fence because I have a weak spot in my fence. So it might be weather related. We are having a weather change here in Texas. I know I ran to the store while I was letting everything refresh, and it has cooled off out there, which is wonderful. It's wonderful. But it's very, very windy. All the little street signs were shaken and everything like that. So I know we're only 37 minutes in, and I apologize, but I'm going to end the stream. I don't want to do a stream where it's jittery like this and stuff. That's not me. I'm too picky. I'm too picky. So again, I apologize. Obviously I've got some internet issues and I'm fixing to go work them out. And yeah, here you go. Cindy's got the answer. Cindy's always coming in clutch, ain't she? She's coming in clutch. Be safe, get some downtime. We can pick up tomorrow. So I'm going to pause there. I'm going to write down the time. It is 4:58, but I'm going to go back. So I'll write 4:55, 4 hours and 55 minutes in. And we will start back there tomorrow. Again, I apologize. It is, it is what it is. It's streaming. So I want all you to have a great rest of your evening. Walk outside. I'm going to go walk outside with the dogs for a few minutes, catch some of that great breeze that we have going on right now. And yeah, I want you all to enjoy yourself. Go watch the clouds roll by. Enjoy your fur babies, whatever you got. Tell someone you love them. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace. Rubber out.
Life's a ride on a rickety old track, holding on tight, never looking back.